Welcome to the Social Media Podcast. I'm your host, Mfunda Mansi. This is episode 2, and in this episode, we are talking about how do you grow your Instagram following. This is a very basic episode, guys. The reason why I wanted it to be so basic is so that as we get deeper into the series of social media podcast, I want you guys to be properly equipped. I want to give you guys the advanced tips, but you don't know the basics. So in today's episode, we are going to go through the basics. So step number 1, guys, is that you have to identify your niche. You have to know what type of Instagram page you are. So are you a business page? Are you a personal brand? Are you talking about business related things? Are you talking about travel? Are you talking about cooking? You have to niche your page down to the dot. So it's important that you niche down. The reason why I say it's important that you niche down is because you don't want no random followers. You want followers that when they come onto your page, they're coming for a reason, they're coming for a purpose, and they will engage. Now, if you get random followers on your Instagram, that means that you're not going to get people to engage on your Instagram because those people are just random. They're just there because, maybe you dropped a fire picture or something, but they're not going to comment on anything. They're not going to be like, yeah, that's so true. They're not going to be intellectual followers. They're not going to be followers that will naturally engage with your content. So it's highly important that you niche down, because when somebody lands on your page, you're going to be landing for a specific reason, and the likelihood of them engaging is very strong. Now, I want you to think about your own personal characteristics, like what type of things you like. For example, I like football. Now, if I see a football page and I see skill, I'm going to go on that page naturally. I'm going to comment because like, wow, what a top skill. And same for you. That's how you're going to design your page. Now, these guys are smart by designing their page specific to a niche. So that's number 1. Step number 1 is that you got to identify what your niche is. Step number 2, guys, you have to outreach. There's no way in hell that people are going to know about your Instagram page if you do not outreach. You don't reach out to people. Now, you gotta follow a specific step for outreaching. You gotta start with your family and friends. You gotta message all your family and friends and inform them of your Instagram page. If your friends don't follow your Instagram page, don't despair. Focus on the people that are going to support you, because you will have less lonely nights, because you'll be so focused on your Instagram that you're only going to be focused on the positives. Don't focus on the negatives. Okay, that's step number 1 on outreach. Step number 2 on outreach is post on Facebook, Twitter, and other social medias and tell them about your Instagram page. You have to let the world know that you have an Instagram page and you want people to check it out and then potentially follow your page if that's something they'd like to do. But you gotta create visibility. If you do not create visibility, then unfortunately no one is going to magically know that you have an Instagram page that they should follow. Number 3 on outreach is that when you meet new people, you gotta tell them, yo, I got an Instagram page. It's popping. Check it out. You're gonna be an advocate of your page. You just gotta, you gotta tell people about it. If you don't tell people, guys, unfortunately, no one's gonna find your page. Don't think this happens overnight. You gotta outreach. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is hashtags. Is that you gotta use hashtags on your posts. Now, there's 2 types of hashtags. They are branded hashtags, which are specific to your page, where you create hashtags. When people see that hashtag, they'll only see your content. And then there's the growth hashtags, where you can actually get growth by utilizing those hashtags. Typically, in the growth hashtag space, you gotta use hashtags that have an engagement of 50,000 to 500,000. That's kind of the sweet spot. If you're going to utilize hashtags that has over 1 million engagement, then unfortunately no one's going to follow you. Like no one at all. So you got to use hashtags that have 50,000 to 500,000. Anything more than that, then guys, it's going to be hard. People are really not going to, people are not going to find you there. So that's basically my 3 steps, my 3 basic steps, guys, of growing your Instagram. Number 1, you got to niche down. Number 2, outreach. And number 3, you got to use hashtags. That's episode 2 of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button. Make sure you comment, share, all that shit. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you do that shit. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Instagram is at the last Mfundo. That is at the _last_Mfundo. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye.